was sent this tune through Fat Drop by a label called Different Music. I think that's what they're called. Anyway. It's either by Sandworm and it's called Shaded, or it's by Shaded and it's called Sandworm. Anyway, whatever. I like the track. And I was all set to really like it, but then I saw their press release. And this is a really, really good lesson. If you start a label, this is how not to write a press release. Now, for those of you that don't know what a press release is, when labels send out music to DJs because they want the DJs to support the tune and play it, they usually write a few words to kind of like get the DJ on their side. So the DJ will also like the label and want to represent and want to play the music out. Okay, here we go. This went, if you're looking for something that is a cut above the rest, then have a slice of this one, brought to you by Shaded. They're called Shaded. This masterful creation of intellectual and creative drum and bass will set a new standard of production throughout all forms of dance music. There you go. Even Celtic folk music. Obliterate is one for all the head nodders and skankers who just can't get enough of a nice pounding sub accompanied by what can only be described as, check this out, sonically perfect percussion. Now, we could spend days discussing perfection and whether it's ever possible, even desirable, to attain it. But these have done it. These people have done it without even being known. It's amazing. And it carries on. On the Flip, which is the tune that I'm playing now, is not something for the faint-hearted, as it swings through your speakers with one almighty bass line. I'm just listening for the bass line. Okay. This deep and deadly beat marches on with a tribal flavour, sprinkled with techie glitch noises to really cut through the speakers and the dance floor. Check this out. A simply jaw-dropping release that will shake the brain enough to make you dribble, and you can thank the boys at Different for that one. Well, boys at Different, you've got balls, I can say that. Having balls is good. It's necessary to be successful, but you also have to have intelligence, and you need to use your balls with discretion. I'm not being patronising, because I'm saying that is the worst press release I've ever seen in my life, and believe me, I've had some absolute stinkers. However, although I talked all over the tune, it's nice, and I really like the artwork. Okay. I love this when it arrived. It was a proper antidote to lots of other things that arrived as well this week. This is by Chrome and Time. It's called The License. It's the Serial Killers remix.
Yo, you have a license to play this? How am I operating have a license, man? If you get a license to play them kind of dope later, you know. So you want to get locked up. Shut. I tell you, you're dangerous, you know, so. I'll discharge them kind of dope upon people innocent ears.
This is another mix, run the rhythm track. Listen this. Oh gosh.
In it. I am so ready for this weekend, I cannot tell you. Tomorrow night, Saturday night, I'm at Durham University with Darrison MC for a 2-hour set. And don't forget, people, when you see the Culminator DJ, it's 100% vinyl, it's 100% dubplate. Except no substitute. Real men play records.
Them bouncers. Each a man, no make them take sense. All the wedding can them bouncers. Each a man, no make them take sense. All the wedding can them bouncers. Each a man, no make them take sense. All the wedding can them
Part of the same EP on Players. It's the Taxman tune I just played you. It is, of course, original Sin My Skool. Out on the 6th of June 2011. Shout going out to Edward Librarian, who says, as a DJ, vinyl junkie and a listener to your podcast, I often use your podcast to power me through my rock climbing and bouldering sessions. Honestly, like one day, all these extreme sports, one day I'm expecting someone to go, yeah, your podcast's an inspiration to me. I use it when I'm out shooting school children with my automatic weapon. Sorry, mate. Don't take this the wrong way. So Edward Librarian, who I'm not saying kills children in libraries. Actually, the Librarian would be a really good name for a horror film, come to think of it. Anyway, I do digress. I've lost it now. Oh yeah, he says keep up the good work. Also, if I can get a shout out to Eric Wallace, who introduced your podcast and Hospital Records to me, mad respect. Now, this is a message for Mr. Lawrence, who I shouted out a couple of podcasts ago, who was wondering how he was going to deal with all his records because he was having kids. Alright, this man says, how is that a problem, mate? Sell your table, sell your mixer, sell your body, but never sell your vinyl. I have amassed 5,000 odd jungle and drum and bass records over the last 13 years, so I'm in a bit of a similar situation without my wife, who is not having children and probably doesn't exist anyway. Okay, so you're not having kids, so you got no idea what Mr. Lawrence is going through. Anyway, thanks for that. Yeah, but anyway, Lawrence, don't sell your records, please don't. Build a Wendy house with them or something. Anyway, shout going out to Andrew Wilford, who wants a shout out to his friends Ot Loader in Chi and Silk in NYC. That's SYLKE.
Tell me who you're looking for.
I don't have to tell you.
Okay, and that fantastic segue. Yeah, but the podcast live, innit? It's alright, innit? Brings me to the flip side of the new Camo and Krooked single, out today on Hospital, featuring Shaz Sparks, All Fall Down. It's been a great pleasure. I've been doing podcasts weekly for the last few weeks, and I'm getting quite attached to it. However, I'm going to take a tiny little break. Next week, the mighty Ash Med School will be here presenting a new demo cast. And it's good night from me, and it's good night from him.